Edo youths don't carry waka enter inside the streets of Edo State. They tear down the billboards of Monday Okpebholo, their governor, and of course that of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Sake of saying they don't tire. The insecurity is too much. They don't want again. In fact, they shout, pull them down, tear them down, and so they tear down the billboards. Them. And people are wondering, wait. What's going to happen? Because as they talk to you, it be like say the insecurity and bandits, they don't take them to another level. As I speak to you right now, a community for all your states here, they live with fear because of waiting. Say bandits give them notice how they go use attack them. So the community they fear right now. And police say they don't beef up security for the community, but will it stop such attacks from happening? Considering the antecedents, when it be say this kind of thing don't happen for other places before, they don't give notice and the attacks them still happen. This is not the kind of fear where they grip people. Or your states they suffer their own attack. Just happened for inside Kogi State, Kwara State they suffer their own. Benue State now say not be smarting. Farmers right now get problem when it be say some people die inside. In fact, some people don't leave their farm even run away because of waiting another bandit attack. But all of this matter more. In all of this, as it happen, people they say, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Where indeed the president and commander-in-chief of armed forces will swear an oath to preserve and secure the lives of Nigerians, lives and property of Nigerians. Where indeed right now? We never hear, he never make any public appearance. And this one, people don't worry about him because people like Omo Yele Shobori don't complain. Say, wait, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu Day. Well, all of these and more matters, now we're going to look at this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure to be with you and to bring you updates as they happen for inside Nigeria. Things them with the share for the country. This now updates with Precious. Oh yeah, make I go begin bring on the headlines and for matter them with the share for inside the country, one by fellow. Because plenty things the share, I suppose don't think many things are happening inside the political arena and call a lot they happen. But what could begin giving those headlines? Angry Edo youth storm streets, tear down APC campaign billboard in protest over incessant kidnappings. Say it be like say it don't become hotbed of kidnappings these days because you go yes they kidnap doctor today. In fact, the reason we're Harris and Kwame should they get problem now because of the kidnap will happen for inside Edo State. So it be like say Edo States don't become the latest hotbed for kidnappings, and they finger the terrorists and bandits as the people the way they involved for this kidnapping. Farmers don't run come up for their for their community as armed headsmen destroy crops. In fact, herdsmen carry their arms and all that come destroy the crops of farmers. The farmers say, "Wukuma no fi fight on no corona, carry our load, come up for the community." Because next thing now, they go enter inside community, begin kill people. So we know say we no fi face that one. Hey, or your police step up security in Ikoyi after suspected bandits threat note. So then put down a threat note for a particular language they talk, say, then go attack the community. And this one don't bring a lot of fear for inside the community for a or your state. Confusion as police, Edo Security Corps, they lay claim to rescue of kidnapped victims. Say kidnapping is a very interesting business. Right now, or your police station, police they talk say, oh, now we now release these people them. Edo Security Corps, they say, oh, now we release them. Who can Kukuma release these people them? We never know. And when they release without ransom, that's another question you may want to ask. Minister Adelabu don't condemn terrorist attack on Old Oyo National Park. Something happened like 3-4 days ago, and now they condemn Amoga. Now waiting people they talk. Remember, say terrorists being attacked Old Oyo National Park, killed 2 people for inside of the attack, wound a lot of others, scatter everywhere. Well, I'm waiting Oga Minister of on a light, Minister of Power, they condemn. Bandit strike on Egbe Okoloke Road for inside Kogi State, kidnap residents. Bandits kill 4 residents, burn homes in renewed attacks in Wawa community in Niger State. And then bandits abduct FCE lecturer on Kabao-Kene Road amid rising attacks in Kogi State. Now, me right now, you see a news headline that they read. So, bandits impose 50,000 naira levy on each farmer after forming parallel government in Kanu, Katsina communities. In case you don't understand, that is bandits don't form their own parallel governments now. They govern their own one side, and the governors of Kanu and Katsina they govern their own the other side. Now they don't tell every farmer before you enter your farm, you must pay us 50,000 naira or less. Nothing for you. Hey, wait till you be anarchy again. When it be say people will be non-state actors, go come they give this kind of law, and it happen, and we can't apprehend them. Okay, now we can move on. I don't tell on how they use, kidnap a particular lecturer. Okay, we could move on. Kaduna local government chairman allegedly uses police to detain man over Facebook post. Residents they cry abuse of power. So you see the thing. Now local government chairman go fit carry police detain somebody because of Facebook post we make. But you know go fit carry the same police detain bandits when you be in the attack your community. Eh? If they oppress people for your community, why you not use the same police also stop them? Meanwhile, Nigerian Air Force don't confirm, say they don't bombard terrorist locations for inside Borno State. They don't deal with them zigzag for Borno State. Tinubu's public absence sparks concerns as Shawore demands Nigerian president's whereabouts. Say, where our president day? Where is Nigeria's president? That's what he asked. 5 million scandal, anti-graft agency EFCC probes former NMDPRA boss Farouk Ahmed, where Dangote carry matter go put for their front. Meanwhile, court stops resident doctors' planned strike after granting application filed by Nigerian government. So Nigerian government carry waka enter inside court. Tell court, I hereby tell you to stop resident doctors from going on strike. Why they no go on strike? Why can they go on strike? In fact, the Johesu Gongon will even go on strike. They send Johesu later say, now we're going to implement no work, no pay. That is joint health workers. So they're going to implement no work, no pay. In case you do not know, for over 3 months now, joint health workers then don't be on strike. And this people are part of the engine of the healthcare system because all your lab scientists, all those people, them administrative staff, and they day on strike for all this while. So in case anything won't do you, I beg try protect yourself. You see, when they say protect your mental health, including your well-being, because God forbid make any sickness happen to you. Chimamanda Adichie go fit tell you because she did complain say now medical negligence and kill her son for Lagos State Hospital. Medical negligence. The hospital now don't say, oh, they won't begin do investigation to know how it use happen. But pikin we don't die, and person we don't die. So I beg, make us protect ourselves. Pro-democracy group NDF demands recall of Rivers lawmakers over impeachment move against Governor Fubara. Say, she better want impeach Governor Fubara on our communities go recall all of on back one by one. Make we see who go cry pass. Rivers State Assembly says Governor Fubara's impeachment process ongoing, denies report of suspension. Said they're not suspend impeachment, they still go on with them. How far can they go with that? Meanwhile, fresh impeachment threat against Rivers Governor Fubara is insult to democracy. Saying a big insult to democracy. Nobody in Rivers State can push me out. FCT Minister Wike Bows. Say nobody, they never born that person. We go shove him for one corner. And Tony Cole, they talk, say Fubara not safe after joining Rivers APC faction. While Jando, they talk, say Fubara is politically safe now after joining APC. So which person want to go believe? We never know. APC group alleges Fubara targeted for rejecting fictitious projects. Say then target them because they reject some fictitious projects and I will make them begin deal with them. I led war for Tinubu's election victory in River State. Wike, now they make mouth of that one. Meanwhile, Isaac Fayoshe don't talk something very interesting. He thought, say, make I not get it wrong. Let me tell you guys that Wike, Fubara no go fit deliver River State for Tinubu without rigging. Except Peter Obi no day the ballot. Say if Peter Obi did that ballot and there is free and fair election, both Wike and Fubara no go fit get 25% of votes for River State. Is that true? Okay. Empty barrels. OT dismisses Ozokalo, Oji, Igbazu opposition gang up. Meanwhile, they ganged up against him. In fact, they don't say they go carry matter, go court, go file swam. How dare you be governing Abia State from your home? Why are you not in the uncompleted building government house that they built for you? Why are you not operating from the uncompleted building government house? Now wait till they talk. They even call sing solidarity song joiner. Leave Facebook, Twitter, aka X, Instagram, enter politics. Shehu Sani they tell Nigerian young youth. Say, make gonna leave all this, I'm not gonna enter politics. So after I go the cry, say politicians do this and do that. Make gonna enter, make gonna see by yourself. Obasanjo Jonathan at Tambuwa's birthday demand credible leadership in Nigeria. And then Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway to be told after inauguration. Omahina they talk this one. How my son died in Lagos Hospital. Chimamanda opens up and she says, my son died of medical negligence. Medical negligence killed my son in Lagos Hospital. That's so she talked. In fact, Eurocare Hospital Lagos don't say they will probe alleged negligence in death of Chimamanda Adichie's son. And Tinubu's government budgets 6.04 billion naira for Ajaokuta Steel. Ajaokuta Steel in 2026 budget, despite zero output, but they will get 6.04. In fact, that place almost did moribund. But why did they pay salaries? Who are they paying the salaries to? Who be the people who they there? Why? Okay. I not tell you. Say your president also budget 1.01 trillion naira for INEC for 2027 election. 1.01 trillion naira to INEC for 2027 election. Oops, people say wait. Mahmoud Yakubu conduct the 2023 election with about 350 billion naira. And when they talk, say that money was too much. Mahmoud, wait till he carry the money, do can't give us account. Oh, he never give account. Now we no double them, we triple the money, even ajara on top. So we do over double the money after all. What is going on there? So now 1.something trillion, 1.01 trillion, now they go use conduct the 2027 election if within the budget that anything to go by. And by the way, make I say a big congratulations to Super Eagles and Nigerians generally, as Super Eagles don't beat Algeria 2-0 to play, and they go play Morocco for the semi-final of the ongoing game where they happen live for the AFCON semi-finals. They go play Morocco for the AFCON semi-finals where they happen for inside Morocco. So they go play the host city or the host country, Morocco, for the semi-final match. And Osimhen and Adams with goal might help Nigeria enter inside semi-finals. And Nigerians are very excited because some people don't react to them. People like Peter Obi don't react. Peter Obi say AFCON trophy is within our reach. That's when you talk as in the Hill Super Eagles for their victory. Well, all this matter and more now carry common at the most. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Let's start with the insecurities and the things and when they happen, then we can't enter inside Edo State youth own, because that Edo State own, it they pay no, Okay, all right. So let's get into the conversation. First off, we hear that suspected armed headsmen have reportedly launched fresh attacks on farming settlements in Adogo, Ubam, council word of Ukun local government area of Benue State, vandalizing farmlands and destroying crops valued at millions of naira, our supposed food basket of the nation. Now, the sudden assault has thrown the Nigerian community, the agrarian community, into panic, forcing many residents to flee their homes amid fears for their safety. Now, confirming the incident, a respected community leader, Chief Aule Ba, decried the renewed violence, saying it had crippled farming activities, both in Adogo and neighboring areas. Most farmers, he said, have fled and relocated for fear of being attacked and killed by the militia headsmen. Not be these people when they don't call terrorists now. Not be these people our president say that now terrorists moving forward. So we did the cry of this community now, waiting our airstrikes that they wait for. What are we waiting for now to deal with them decisively? Now, Chief Ba disclosed that the attackers were sighted grazing their cattle on farmlands and deliberately uprooting crops, including cassava, to feed their animals. The sweat of people now you uproot to use feed your own business. Now, he described the development as a clear indication of how exposed rural communities had become, blaming the situation on what he termed inadequate intervention by the government and security agencies. He said the illegal migration of these suspected armed headsmen, or armed Fulani headsmen, as he said, into certain parts of the state has not been adequately addressed. This leaves communities exposed and at constant risk of attacks, he said. Now, the community leader urged Benue State Security Council to urgently review existing security measures and consider partnering with the Federal Ministry of Defense to deploy advanced security support. And this is very worrisome. The last time I checked, Benue had an open grazing law, right? And then because the governor now at APC, he piped down on the implementation of the open grazing law. And what is going on? So your people will rather die for you to play politics. According to him, such support would involve air surveillance and tactical operations capable of reaching criminal hideouts located in dense forests with poor road access and weak communications networks. Now, he warned that decisive and preventive action was needed to avert further devastation and loss of livelihoods, stressing that if urgent steps are not taken, the state would expect more of such attacks because attacks no go end, it could continue to happen. Meanwhile, residents of Adogo and nearby villages have appealed to the state government and security agencies. I beg, make una do something now. Make una do something now within the village as they talk. Make una do something, we don't to die. We don't want to die again. We won't do business. So how do we survive? It's not like we're in a country where government can place you on stipends, understanding that you can no longer go about your livelihood. Our politicians would rather place themselves on forever payments than place those that are vulnerable, that cannot fend for themselves. But you take taxes from us. Now, after all this tax, waiting will happen to the people, because people can no longer go about their various businesses anymore. They not go about their businesses. So if they go farm now, they will kill them. They stay house, they go die for hunger. So what should they do? All right. Two more stories about insecurity very quickly. Now, the Oyo State Police Command has launched an investigation and intensified security presence in Ikoyi Orire local government area of Oyo State, following a handwritten note by suspected bandits threatening to attack the town. They write handwritten note for them. Now, in the statement on Saturday, its spokesman Ayonlade Olayinka said the police command has activated its intelligence, tactical, and operational response architecture to address the reports. The police said the note, written in both Yoruba and English and suspected to have been authored by bandits, was reportedly dropped in front of a residential building in the town. A copy of the note, which has gone viral, indicated that the attack was planned for January 2026. Now, the Oyo State Police Command wishes to inform, so they said, they said a lot. Well, they don't talk, so they don't beef security for inside the area. But the residents of the area now, they live in fear and panic. Some people say, don't they come up body for inside the area because they don't want here say it don't happen. It's rather they move their body or you would be too late. For Oyo State here, just Oyo State here. Just Oyo State here. In fact, remember that the Oyo State Park, Oyo National Park, faced a terrorist attack when bandits, terrorists, entered that place, kill people. And the minister of power away from that place, just they condemned the attack today. Something will happen days back. He described the incident as not merely an assault on national assets, but as a grave violation of our homeland, our peace, and our shared heritage. Now, Mr. Delabo's condemnation is contained in a statement issued by Bolaji Tunji, his special advisor on strategic communication and media relations, today, Saturday. The minister said that the attack and the killing of innocent forest rangers in Oloka village, Ikoyi, struck a deep personal chord. He condemned it, but after condemning it, what is this? Ikoyi and I don't tell them, say bandits, don't say, we are coming, what can I know vex? They come there now, and people don't, they live in panic. Now, moving on to more attacks in Nigeria. Bandits yesterday, Friday, struck along Egbe Okoloke Road for inside the Yagba West local government area of Kogi State, abducting a man identified as Lanlege. Now, it was learned that from that the victim was on transit for his daily activities when he was intercepted and forcefully taken away by the assailants. Now, the attack reportedly occurred during the day, further heightening fears among residents and road users in the area. The incident has added a growing concern over insecurity along major routes in Yagba West, as commuters and residents increasingly express anxiety about their safety while traveling around that route. So this one has happened for Kogi State. More story there for Kogi, but make an enter inside Niger State. Why it be more insecurity they happen to? Now, bandits have struck Wawa community for inside Buruku local government area of Niger State, killing 4 residents in a renewed attack. The attack, which occurred yesterday, reportedly targeted Damala village, located behind the Woko Daba mining sector. A medium Egbemakun Parrot reports. Now, local sources said that the assailants carried out the raid late in the evening. That is, I think 8 p.m., around 8 p.m. last night and 8:30 p.m., killing 4 people and driving away all livestock belonging to villagers. So they carried the livestock. The stolen animals were reportedly taken into the surrounding forest. The attackers came suddenly, and by the time anyone could react, people were dead. Homes were burning people's homes, and the animals were gone. A resident who narrowly escaped the raid told reporters. And this is so sad. In fact, sources added that a church and several residential houses were set ablaze during the attack, causing extensive property loss and displacing many families in the community. Now, one of the villagers said, this is very terrifying. Another villager said, we are living in fear because these attacks keep happening and there is no security presence to protect us. People don't ever feel safe going to their farms or places of worship anymore. So the witness said. The witnesses described the raid as sudden and violent, highlighting the vulnerability of the community due to the absence of security personnel at the time of attacks. Now, residents have renewed calls for urgent intervention from the state and federal governments to deploy adequate security forces in Brogu and surrounding areas. In fact, they beg, say, I beg government, make sure someone get security personnel around now. We don't tire to die. I beg. We don't tire to die. We not go continue to die like this every time attack happen. People go die. Every time it happen, people go die. And then I will say we condemn it. We condemn it. After condemning it, it's back to square one again. How can this stop? That's what villagers are saying. Now, we'll move on to other areas again. I think in Okene, Kogi State again, where another attack happened, where we heard that a lecturer from the Federal College of Education, Okene, was kidnapped yesterday, Friday, along the Okene Road in Kogi State, raising fresh concerns over insecurity on the busy highway. So it's not just stopping. Now, while all this kidnapping they happen and people they talk, Edo State, they argue who release who and who no release who for inside one bandit attack where we say happen. Make I quickly run you through that conversation, because for inside Edo State Police Command and the Edo State Security Corps ESSC have laid claim to the rescue of 9 kidnapped victims in Etsako local government area of the state. Now, it was reported that while the ESCC, that is the Security Corps, said the victims were rescued in collaboration with local hunters in the Ikabibo community in the locality, the State Police Command claimed victims were also rescued in collaboration with vigilantes and hunters. So what the security personnel saying that them kidnap them in connection or in conjunction with in partnership with the hunters for that area. Police, they say the same thing. Some people call and say, okay, so who exactly even rescued them in the first place? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. But let's get straight to what's going on in Edo State. As you know, in a video making rounds on social media, protesters, in fact, in a radical show of dissatisfaction, the Ekpoma youths stormed the streets in protest of the continual increase of kidnapping in Edo State. Now, in the video making rounds on social media, the protesters majorly used in display of their grievances about kidnapping, mounted the APC campaign billboard and tore it down. In fact, they said, tear them. People say, calm down. I never reached like that. Now, this comes following the continual rising kidnapping across all parts of Nigeria, Edo State inclusive. In fact, then talk say their words and say, since Ibi say this government enter power, especially Monday Okpebholo, say insecurity don't become the name for it's another name for Edo State. Say insecurity don't become order of the day, and they are not happy about it. Now, if you recall that on January 3, 2 brothers identified as Dr. Abu Ibrahim Babatunde and Abu Tahir were abducted by terrorists in Auchi and administrative headquarters of Etsako local government area, where one of them was killed. Now, the incident took place on Thursday along City of Praia. In fact, people they vex, Edo youth they vex well. So Dr. Babatunde was undergoing housemanship in the Edo State Teaching Hospital Auchi and was returning home from work with his brother Tahi when the terrorists struck. Now, sources said the brothers arrived at their residence around 7:30 p.m. and Tahi had stepped out of the vehicle to open the gate when the gunmen, reportedly lying in wait, emerged and abducted them at gunpoint, whisking them into the nearby bush. However, while the rate of kidnapping in the country continues to increase, the government seems lackadaisical to apply measures to curb the menace. And not just lackadaisical. Government don't even tire to condemn the matter. Government don't even tire to talk, say, oh, we condemn this. The president is not even talking about the series of kidnappings anymore. You know, they even talk again. Be like, say, this matter said, you don't also our president, also him. Like they say, also me. So the thing, you don't tire him. He's not even talking about it. As a matter of fact, people say they never even see a president for public, make any public outing since when he's saying travel, go holiday. The last one he did was the one that they said it was AI that they used to correct just picture. We'll not see video of our president. So where exactly is the president? I make you watch Edo youths as they do their thing.
Pull out the boat. Move country. Let us start motor là. Oui. Dans les theaters.
There's a protest ongoing against kidnapping and killings. So we are saying no to kidnapping and killings in Ekuma. That's the current happening. Yes, so I'm saying the most of the kidnapper feed among us. I swear, that one's still joining. See if not be Nigeria now, which country?
Jesus. Everywhere is so somehow. See all these people. See ultimate staff. They can't hang for road. Confidence. See.
All right, this is not a sad situation for inside Edo State today. As you see those youths here, they protest and they pull them. They're not even acting, they even talk, say tear and pull them. They hear the things the way they talk. My mouth don't go talk and finish. And this is very sad, especially for a state where be say the governor promised to give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu from 2.5 million votes to 3.5 million votes. And this now the billboard was supposed to deliver the vote. Then now they can't tear the billboard. I don't understand why our youths why are you people doing this now? That's some people they talk. The billboard will be used to what use give our president 3.5 million votes. Now on the tier like this. Why do they do like this now? Well, now moving on to other issues. We hear say armed groups operating in parts of the Kano and Katsina terrorists are extorting farmers, demanding up to 50,000 naira per acre from sugarcane growers before harvesting, as they enforce a parallel system of governance within key forest reserves in the region. Now, according to reports on Friday, the armed groups have entrenched themselves in Rugu Forest in Faskari local government area of Katsina State and Falgore Forest in Duguwa local government area of Kano State, where they collect illegal farm taxes and issue threats against non-compliance of farmers. Now, the report noted that farmers who refuse to pay the money or the imposed levies face intimidation, destruction of their crops, and the risk of violent attacks, including death, forcing many to abandon their farmlands entirely. Sugarcane farmers are said to be primary targets, though maize production has also been affected. Now, the forest, according to an activist, I think Bakatstein, with on X, they are saying that strategically located with the Kano Katsina food belt, a major agricultural corridor supplying sugarcane and maize to large markets such as Dawanau Market in Kano State. Now, experts warn that continued disruption of farming activities in the area could trigger wider food shortages and price increases across northern Nigeria. Despite the presence of military and police checkpoints along the Falgore Road, the report claims that armed groups are operating within 5 kilometers of that is the terrorists and they within 5 kilometers of the security positions. Yet security no say the day there or they didn't do anything. Now they say this has raised concerns about the effectiveness of security coverage and the capacity of authorities to protect rural communities. So attacks still they happen, people still they killed. We don't know what to do. Now, we also did hear that residents of Kafanchan and Zangu Kataf local government area of Kaduna State have accused chairman of the council, Mr. Bege Joseph Gaya, of allegedly using the police to arrest and detain a young man over a Facebook post critical of the handling of Christmas welfare packages. So the man, identified as Julius Shehu Tagwai, obviously Christian, was reportedly arrested on January 9 after honoring an invitation to the Zokwa police station at about 7 p.m. So the young man posted something that, the Christmas package you got chairman do, done well. Next thing, they came for him. They attacked him. And this is very worrisome. But in other development, we hear say Air Force talk say they don't strike, bombard, what do they call them, bandits for inside their hideouts. Baje, they don't deal with them very badly. But how badly did they deal with them? Well, we'll find out as the Nigerian Air Force, operating under the Joint Task Force of Operation Hadinkai, has carried out a coordinated air interception at Abaga Jiri in the Timbuktu Triangle in Borno State. Now, the Director of Public Relations and Information Headquarters, NAF, Air Commodore Ehimen Jodame, today, Saturday, stated in a release that the feat was achieved following multi-source intelligence that confirmed active terrorist presence, structures, and concealed logistics facilities in the area. According to the statement, following the intelligence, NAF Air assets were then employed in integrated surveillance and precision strike to engage identified targets. Now, the operation was deliberately designed, they said, or part of the article statement read, that it was deliberately designed to degrade terrorist capability, their capability, deny sanctuary, and shape the battle space for ground forces in strict adherence to established rules of engagement and the protection of non-combatants, the statement said. So people, they hope so. Remember the last time we had a report where we said that the US had said that they would provide intelligence while the Nigerian Air Force would do the striking. Perhaps this is not part of it. But in all of this, people, they ask, where are presidents? Because all of this, while we say travel, we never hear anything from our president. And a lot of people don't ask about him whereabouts, including, Momoyole Sowore and other people. Did they ask where the president is? In fact, Sowore even just posted it today, demanding that his continued presence be very worrisome, especially, as things that happen for Nigeria, we been require the president's attention. Now, Trump's airstrike happened, the president did not comment on it. Other things don't happen, the president never talk about them. And people, they worried. And people, they demand where the president did. Now, concerns have emerged over the recent public visibility of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as fiery activist and former presidential candidate Momoyole Sowore, decried that Nigeria is effectively operating without a president. For inside a statement where BBC put out for a Twitter handle, Sowore questioned the whereabouts of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, alleging that the president has been largely absent from public view for an extended period since insane travel. In fact, since that Ayo festival. Now, Sowore, who has been a persistent critic of the present administration, described the situation as troubling and called for clarity on the president's status and activities. Say Nigeria, in fact, what did I say? Nigeria without president. Where is Bola Ahmed Tinubu these days? He appears to have vanished entirely from public view, he said. And he also posted it on his Facebook too. But where's the president? We do not know. But let's get straight into other issues happening in the country, especially as we get to do with corruption very quickly. I don't intend to make this a long show so that we can wrap up on time. So The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission don't commence a formal investigation into allegations of corruption against Farouk Ahmed, the former managing director of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA. So this, now, as we say, business mogul Aliko Dangote, withdraw petition when get in drop on top of a head for ICPC, come put them on top EFCC head. Now, according to a senior EFCC source in Abuja who spoke with newsmen, I think Punch newspaper had this on condition of anonymity because he was not authorized to speak publicly. They have brought the petition to us and an investigation has commenced on it. Serious work is being done concerning it. And the petition against Ahmed accuses him of abuse of office and corrupt enrichment. In fact, if you remember, now we would talk say in 3 children, abi 4 children go school, secondary school for Switzerland for $5 million US, over 7 billion naira. 3 children use, 4 children use go school. Secondary school, they never go university. How much you go spend for the university? But we do not know how far the EFCC is willing to take this up, especially considering that he may be loyal to the administration. Even though, say, maybe President Bola Ahmed Tinubu appointed Oga Farouk. Now, he was appointed under, I think, President Muhammadu Buhari. But Oga Tinubu renewed his appointment and, keep him for a while before this saga where he can't resign, or he was made to resign, as we heard. Now, looking at other issues, the National Industrial Court sitting in Abuja has restrained the National Association of Resident Doctors, NERD, and its members from embarking on any form of industrial action across the country. This is typical of the APC administration, if you ask me. I mean, since President Muhammad Buhari administration, anytime anybody won't go on strike, they will first of all use court orders. And always industrial court orders will use hold against them, maybe they no go on strike. But without even dealing with the real reason why they say they won't go on strike. And this now what people they talk about. So do you rather deal with their plight, or you just stifle them and make sure that they would either accept your condition or accept your condition? There's nothing you can do. Is that how you operate or govern? People would say. Now, the Democratic Front, NDF, has strongly condemned the impeachment proceedings initiated by some lawmakers of the River State House of Assembly against Governor Siminalayi Fubara, describing the move as politically motivated and a threat to democratic stability in the state. In a statement Saturday signed by National Coordinator Ike Elias Ezinekwe, the NDF accused the lawmakers behind the impeachment attempt of acting in the personal interest of the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, even though most of them have denied that. No, not be wicked what they do for on a weekend. In fact, the NDF is saying that, okay, since EB said they also want impeach Fubara, can we also call for the recall of the lawmakers in their different constituencies? Make we see which one go poop us. Now, the group alleged that the impeachment move was a shameful display of political thuggery. That's what they talk. They said a lot of other things, but is it possible to recall them? As I talk to you, the River State House of Assembly has declared that the impeachment process initiated against President Governor Siminalayi Fubara, they will see it through to the end. That they're not stopping both his own impeachment and that of his deputy, that they will see it through to the end. So we never know how far Dingofi go with this, but people are reacting to this. Now, a member of the House of Representatives, King Oguchinyere, has described a renewed move to impeach, Governor Fubara as an insult on democracy and constitutionalism. Oguchinyere, who represents Idato Federal Constituency of Edo State, made the remark on Friday in Akokwa, Idato North Local Government Area. And then, according to the lawmaker, there is no legal or constitutional basis for the fresh impeachment attempt, stressing that all issues previously raised against the governor had already been resolved. So, waiting make they do this one now, seeing a high-handedness they get. They allege that the renewed move was deliberately aimed at provoking the people of River State. Now, Oguchinyere described as ridiculous the claim that Governor Fubara's failure to present the 2025 budget to the Rivers House of Assembly constituted an impeachable offense. But that one did not resolve them now. Now, he claimed that following the declaration of a state of emergency in River State, President Bola Tinubu presented the 2025 budget, and that would have settled the issue. Now, the budget, he said, was subsequently approved by the Senate and then the House of Representatives too. And the recent crisis is unprovoked, unwarranted, and baseless. There was no need for it to happen, Oguchinyere said. Now, I want to appeal to the people of River State to remain calm, so he said. So do you think that's the case? Well, I do not know. Meanwhile, yes, on wicked on both, say nobody could push him over, that he's not a pushover in River State, and nobody can push him out in the politics of River State. He decides when to quit if he wants to quit. While some people, they talk, say, oh, the River State issue and Siminala Ifubara joining APC is actually dangerous for him, especially as Tony Cole, they talk say, oh, he joined the APC. He joined the faction of the APC, and that's dangerous for him. Others are saying that Jando, they talk saying no, that APC will save him. That right now he's politically safe because he's under APC. Who we go actually believe on this? But let's take a listen to what some analysts have said concerning the case of Siminala Ifubara on
the sudden coming back of the State Assembly from their recess. The only mission they had, of course, was clear, to come for that impeachment notice. Even the language of the speaker, you could hear him re-echoing the language of the FCT minister, that Sim Fubara is a mistake, it's a mistake, it's a mistake. He kept saying that. So you could clearly see that it was a Nyesom Wike action, acted by those that are his stooges. But you see, the truth is that I have no tears for both counts. I have no tears for Sim Fubara. I have no pity either for Nyesom Wike, who is now biting more than he can chew. I also have no pity for the people who created the monster that we now know today as Nyesom Wike. Because the truth of the matter is that APC, through the enabling of the president, gave Nyesom Wike the platform with which he has used now to almost attempting to scuttle democracy in our country. I'm a member of the PDP. They positioned him to wreck, to destroy, to undermine, to possibly annihilate the People's Democratic Party. And having almost succeeded with that, he now thinks himself bigger than possibly even the president. Because if you listened to some of the platforms that the minister appeared, some of the meetings he had with those supporters in Rivers and all of that, you would hear him say, nobody, he didn't exempt anybody. Nobody can, decide what happens in Rivers. Nyesom Wike has become larger than life, more like, as created by the Tinubu administration. And we hope that their Rofo fight continues, and so that the people of Nigeria can now take back their country through the right platforms, such as the People's Democratic Party platform and all of that, which the president has done everything possible to destroy and all that, and give us a one-party state. And it won't work. The truth is that what they have created is now about to eat all of them up. I hope the president will have the boldness, possibly, because I don't know what agreement they had. I hope he will have the boldness to now sack Nyesom Wike and make him realize that there's only one president, commander-in-chief.
All right, so that was Dixon Iregbo when he be there for Inside Arise Television's prime time when he did talk this one. What do you think about what he said? I really hate to talk about River State politics, but then it appears inevitable to talk about, especially at times like this. Well, a lot of other things also happen for Inside River State, and APC group don't talk say Fubara then target Fubara because of say they add fictitious projects where they won't make him approve and he no great approval. So I'm waiting make them target him. That's what a faction of APC has said. In fact, Wike on his own don't talk say in lead a war to make sure say Tinubu win election. I mean, rigging is a war, isn't it? If everything what we hear, BBC, Premium Times, everybody reports, say it deflates P2B votes, increase in own votes. If those things are anything to go by, then he eventually led a war to have Tinubu winning. But in all of this, Isaac Fayoshe, brother of former Ekiti State Governor Yadili Fayoshe, has claimed that neither the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Nyesom Wike, nor Governor Siminala Ifubara can secure River State for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 without electoral manipulation. In case you don't understand. Say both Nyesom Wike, both Fubara, none of them go fit give 25% to Tinubu for the 2027 election if they no rig or they no do wayo. If they send a free and fair election, none of them gets what it take to give the president free and fair election. In fact, especially if it will be there for that ballot. And people are saying, whoa, is that correct? Well, listen to Fayoshe say that, Isaac Fayoshe say that.
Make we not deceive ourselves. Both Fubara and Wike none of them can win reverse election for APC or Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 if there is no rigging. The only person that can win Rivers State for Tinubu is INEC and police, not Fubara or Wike. Fubara and Wike, they are fighting for Rivers resources. Fubara has saved a lot of money. Wike is looking at this money, that this money don't go boy. That's what they are fighting for. None of them. If Peter Obi is on the ballot, I repeat, if Peter Obi is on the ballot, Wike, both Wike and Fubara, none of them can get 25% total vote cast for Rivers State. When you see them do all this tour, na the na money they take grease people hand inside poverty to come out. And if you total everybody that have been coming out, they are less than 30,000. Everywhere they've gone to, everywhere, all the tours Wike have been doing, count them, they are less than 30,000. The people, the real voters in Rivers State are looking at them. It's like a movie to them. Both Wike and Fubara, none of them, I repeat, none of them can win Rivers State for President Tinubu or APC in 2027. If Peter Obi is on the ballot, none. People will not vote for them. They didn't vote for them before. You are aware, you saw what happened last election. Before they go bring this result, we produce Fubara out from one under the table. You saw everything. So I repeat again, both Wike and his boy Fubara, none of them can win free and fair election for APC or Tinubu in 2027 if Peter Obi is on the ballot. But if they use their old method, INEC, now only INEC, police and other one can gang up on Rivers people to rig Rivers election for them. But free and fair, all this fight now for control and money. Don't mix it up. All this fight now control and ego. Okay?
Right. So you heard that. What do you make of what Isaac Fayosha said? I really would love to hear from you. What do you make of what he said? I really would love to take your thoughts and reaction on that. I have a lot to say about that. Of course, obvious. It's obvious, isn't it? Everything when you talk, they obvious now. But make work inside Abia State, where another one they also share for inside Abia State, because this time around for Abia State, no one let Alex Oti rest to now. I told you what Ojo Okan said yesterday. I played what he said yesterday to Alex Oti. Well, Alex Oti has now responded to them. In fact, they said more today, or he said more, later. And then Alex Oti has also now responded to them. But in the midst of all of this, I don't know as it could take B for inside Abia State, because it can't be like say Abia State in a new war zone. So earlier today, we saw a report of some politicians in Abia State concluding to sue Alex Oti. Say why he need to operate Abia State from the government house of Abia State. Why he did operate Abia State from in-house. Say they go swam for not operating from Abia State government house. Now, just for those who may not know, Abia State government house used to be in a rented apartment, right? Until towards the end of the twilight of Ikwazu's administration. I think it was just the day before he handed over to Alex Oti that he hurriedly commissioned a government house he built. That the Alex Oti's team is saying that it's just, I think, the first floor so that was completed. The other ones, they uncompleted. So if you give a building when they complete to live, how do you wait in the house where they force them to go there? I don't know if it is constitutional or not constitutional to govern from anywhere that you can, and especially if the state is moving forward. But let's take a listen to what they had to say.
Of our people, 1999 to 2023, held at the country home of former governor Têrrørīsts at Têrrørīsts on Friday, January 9, 2026. The second meeting of our team, 1999 to 2023, was held at the country home of His Excellency Senator Edo State on Friday, January 9, 2026. The meeting, which was well attended, resolved as follows. 1. That the membership of our team should redouble efforts to ensure that the group grows from strength to strength. 2. That every member that felt aggrieved one way or another should let bygones be bygones for the interest of the team. 3. That the team should be collectively focused. Focus to ensure that the objectives for which the team was formed are met. 4. That the membership of the team be expanded to incorporate those that served under the administrations of Governor Têrrørīsts 2007 to 2015 and Governor Asiwaju 2015 to 2023. 5. That the technical committee comprising Professor ACB Abaswell, chairman, Tom O'Bannon, secretary, and a member drawn from each of the 17 local government areas of Edo State is hereby set up. 6. That the lawsuit be instituted by the team compelling Governor-elect Oti to operate from the government at home, the constitutional seat of government, instead of the current practice of living and discharging his official duties from his country home at Benue, instead of the local government area of Edo State. 7. That the team unanimously endorsed President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for the second term in office, assuring that the group will also work assiduously to deliver the governorship, senatorial, House of Representatives, and House of Assembly seats to the All Progressive Congress (APC) in the 2027 general election. 8. That the team unanimously commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on the appointment of one of the
because the pastor will make reference to.
All right, so before I play the reaction of Alex Oti, here waiting they talk there, what they talk say that a lawsuit be constituted against the governor, Alex Oti, for operating the state from his hometown instead of the government house. And like I said, I do not know if whether it is constitutional or not, whether it's a constitutional breach in the first place for him to even, decide to operate from his house. And wait, but other people don't ask, see, what's in the thing we did at government house, so did they force Alex Oti to operate from? What is it in the government house? Now, we know how Ojo Okalu ruled Abia State in that hired government house, the paid apartment, where his mother used to be the mother excellency of the state. And in fact, people don't know whether between him and the mother, who be actually the head of the state at that time, right? Then 9 people they talk say, waiting he be say they that government has one at the first time. This man, they said the place was already put together. Why are you forcing him to live there? And is he not delivering in his duty? If you have any issues with him or his inability to meet his job demands, then you treat it as such. Why do you force him to operate from a certain place? That's a question a lot of people are asking. Well, after that, trust them, they ended the conversation with, of course, singing the national anthem of Nigeria. Take a listen. of people, I don't see the reactions to social media. People say, wait a minute. So if everybody they even talk, TA or you too, you that practically dragged Abia State so backward, and Ikbazu, you that lived typically almost to your name and dragged Abia State backward. Now you said the follow talk. Ikbazu, you too, that by waiting people just react for the streets of social media. So you too, on they even talk, they complain. Now it's not like a union of both APC and PDP members in Abia State against one man, Alex Oti. A union of APC, PDP, everybody joined together just against one man, Alex Oti. Oh, wow. And people come to talk, say, why don't you challenge him based on the things he's done and what he hasn't done? Well, let's take the response of Alex Oti himself, too.
Because the pastor made reference to the noise that you may have been hearing in the last few days. I want us to just dismiss it as noise. You know? And it's only the empty barrel that makes the loudest noise. As for that as recorded in Isaiah 54, verse 15, it says, behold, they will surely gather. But the gathering is not of me. And since it's not of me, what will they do? And they will fall for your sake. That's the Holy Book. And I can always also say, some of these people see I've forgotten what to read the lamentations that was carried at the sound. And it's a big time. Who are you to speak when the Lord has not spoken? So nobody should worry about. We don't even think we should be defining the responses. We should just do what we are doing. In everything, they will not talk about you, other people. They are talking about themselves. But they are in tiny minority. And God doesn't make mistakes. And He doesn't have an unfinished project. So I don't want anybody to lose breath or worry about it.
All right, so you hear what's in talks. Say the gathering no be of him. Say they go surely gather, but because the gathering no be of him, then go scatter. So let nobody even pay attention to them at all. At all. He said quite a lot of other stuffs, and this is really very interesting. So that means 2027 will be a very interesting time because you see the gatherings of people against one man. It shock you. This same set of people rule Abia State for 24 years. Ojo Sakalo 8 years, T. Oji for 8 years, and Ikbazu 8 years. So because power left their hand for just 4 years, now all of them, they do like this. But before, they call Abia the poorest. In fact, the Abada was like the industrial hub in terms of textile and all that things for inside Nigeria was basically in comatose. Ababi no they exist. You could not enter inside Arera market because everywhere they always flooded. The roads were just something. People were even selling up their properties in Abia State, especially in Aba. If not some countries like China get what we get for Aba, the way they go so harness their potentials because there is no kind of gene you want to sew. I remember back in the days, no kind of shirt you want make. Call them any designer shirts. TM Lewin, Harris and Curtis, where you want to, they will give you exactly that style and that design for inside that. But that's what they used to do. Even carry the badge, crest stamp for yourself. They were so good. They were so good. Abina shoes. They were so good. All of those things died because a lot of those people even relocated. Some of them even jackpot out. Because why? Because of the state's lack of governance for inside the state at that time. Now, with things on the return, they don't get constant light. With the new projects where they put there and all that, 9 people don't. But people are now returning. People are leaving Lagos to relocate to Aba. 9 these people won't come back again to set the state back to where they come from again. That is what social media people are saying. I mean, when you see something good, you know how to talk about because even him or Joseph Kali even open mouth say, he's doing very well. that Alex Oti is doing very well. He did the road to his house. And you don't forget when you talk. Hey. Okay, so Ogashi Husani say, many Nigerians leave this social media, made them make sure, say, they join politics for real life. And I think I want to agree with him. Let everybody participate in politics. Get a card in politics. Join political party. Follow, do the ruffle fight with them if you can. You don't have to have money to do it. Just shall follow so that you go follow for the people them way they. Even if it takes you pretending to be part of them to beat them, please do so. Please do so. Let's all be part of this. Let's all lay our voice. We could join hand and body one way or the other to make sure we'll redeem our country. So moving on, I told you that Obasanjo, Atiku, and all that attended Tambuwa's birthday. And then we hear that the coastal highway will be towed after inauguration, of course. What else do you expect? Toll gates now is our thing. So, I mean, so Chimamanda Adichie, I tell you, say you don't talk to medical negligence. Thank you, her son. In fact, it was so sad to hear this report from her. But inside the statement ABC she released today, she said medical negligence in circumstances surrounding the death of her 21-month-old son, Nkano, as he passed away, I think, on Wednesday, January 7. Adichie explained that her son was taken to Eurocare Hospital in Lagos for an MRI scan and the insertion of a central line after he developed what they initially believed was cold, which later turned into a very serious infection. Now, during the process, Nkano was sedated but was not properly monitored after being administered propofol, leading to complications including loss of responsiveness and seizures, and of course cardiac arrest that eventually led to his death. Now, she stated that her son would have been alive today if not for an incident at Eurocare Hospital on January 6th, where he was taken for medical procedure. And just small thing where we say they're supposed to handle, they nothing handle them, and that's how the young man lost his life. And this is very, very, very sad. Eurocare don't talk, said in the commence investigation for in death, but we'll never know how it will be. Hi, good evening to you. Welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Davo, calling from Jos.
Davo, you're welcome. Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, actually, I'm so very happy for Governor Oti for all the development he's given to the people of Abia. Yeah, and you see, as the political calendar is drawing nearer, it's making a lot of panic and tension in the eyes of his opponents, which are the Ojus of Kano and Governor Theodore Oji and Ikezia Okpazu. All those people did not really perform. That is the truth. Jokes apart. But one thing I want you to always enlighten the people, and I think a lot of people in the South are not familiar with this, is the day of the election. Do you know that the real rigging happens at the place of the coalition? Are you aware?
Go ahead, please. Don't ask me that question.
At least at the place of coalition. That's when all
of course. We all know that, and we've discussed that several times before you came here.
Local government. So, like, that was actually what made us succeed in Plateau too, because the youths went and surrounded the entire place where the INEC official will go and announce the result.
Kano State also did same thing. Then gathered food there.
Exactly. Kano escorted it even by foot because there was no way the car will go. So the people trek for distance. So if all the 36 states of Nigeria will emulate same, there will be nothing like rigging. All these things you see, wiki shouting, they will never succeed in anything. That is the truth. So it is already clear that the coming election 2027 will be between the people and the politicians, because people will now decide if they are not going to consider who is the candidate, a better candidate compared to the other. That is the truth. And the crisis in Rivers, I think, is just because of the personal interest of Wike and also Fubara. It has nothing to do with the people. And what the people are just yearning for is that development. You can see education-wise, it's in shambles. Schools, no access. Poor people cannot access healthcare at a cheaper rate. Everything is becoming expensive, and I don't even know why even our local schools, people they are just private. In those days, public schools were competing with private, so nothing is really working. And also, as I told you, that the wall, the piece of the wall is not going. More wars, more troubles are coming to the wall. We can hear for the first time today in news that Europe is even going to war as well. preparing for war because of seeing what America is doing. So we're just praying and hoping for the best.
Thank you.
And I want to just congratulate Nigerians and other people for the Super Eagles match. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devo. Appreciate you. Thank you and good night. Hello, good evening and welcome. Good evening.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Thank you.
Pressure.
Sir?
Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm answering. Good evening. Welcome, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to be on your program today again.
Thank you. What's your name, sir? Where are you calling from? Oh.
It's Prince Jajaman. Yeah, before we proceed, I would like to sing for our good governor of Abia State, Oti Kaigeso. Mone Jeje Mona Oti Kaigeso. Oti Kaigeso. Mone Jeje Mona Oti Kaigeso.
And when you finish that song, you go come pay me for campaign because you know pay for campaign for this one way you do now. Na campaign you did do. Eh? All right. But what's in the song mean?
No, my sister.
What's in the song where you sing mean?
What did they sing? We say Oti. Governor Oti now go follow. When they go front or they go back or anywhere we enter and they will.
Why you go follow when they go back?
In back better pass all this gathering of vultures.
In back better pass Ibazu.
Yes, Ibazu. All of them. Oti back better pass all of them. That's why I say if they go back, they go front. I will follow. These people for all the whole years where they rule, they no give Abia constant electricity, 24 hours electricity. A man will come to them within 1 year. Now they come open their mouth, they come talk to. They hear me so?
I did hear you, sir.
So everybody about this man don't make the whole everybody now they go invest for Abia State. People they go they buy land, all the whole land we know what anything before. Where everybody does that run away. All people they run come back, even from abroad. People they come invest for Abia State. You see these people they no get the shame at all. They no get shame. If you not say no be say the way where Nigeria as a country of particular concern. People like this, all of them, they inside jail now. Inside all of jail, all of them, they just tie their hand and their leg, put them inside one jail, forget them. You know, Ojus Okalo. It's quite unfortunate to see all this kind of people. The people will give them microphone. They'll come out to talk for public. You see, waiting I want tell our people be say, you see this what is they call the election where they want to I mean as election. My dear, what you gonna know be say if they know do something about electoral reform, they are just doing it, they just waste their time. Because one, PVC as it is useless. You know, that's why you see people like Ojus Okalo. They based on their rigging. After they rig, they will tell you go to court. Then the judge is already, they don't build a house for them, buy a car for them. Are you getting me? So at the end of the day, they go back to square one and they have foolish. So most Nigeria are. After election, they will begin to tell them where they will begin to sing restructuring. Within 1 and a half year, they don't forget restructuring. They will begin shout the electoral reform. Before you know it, they don't forget the electoral reform. They will carry their head again, put inside, they go and look for your PVC. At the end of the day, now go to court. From go to court, the judge, and then go become electorate, and then go give best way they like this power. So we're going to remind them because you know, said the other day, I tell you who I be. I said I be IPOB member. We are Biafra because no say Nigeria as a country of a particular concern, they don't get territorial integrity anymore. Terrorists, they enter, they come out as they like. So that one not be country be that. You understand? That's why we choose Biafra, and we need them shift for our grant. If they like, make them jailing now they can know. Now Biafra now we face. And there we day. Then finally, you see this in wicked. There is no peace with the wicked. Wicked.
So who wicked?
I said there is no peace.
Who wicked don't go no peace?
Now wicked, now wicked. Yes.
How?
That backing minister with the Abuja.
No, don't do that. Go ahead.
You know, we see my sister, people live are involved in all this politics. That's why they need a mercy for us. They deal with us, everybody. They need a mercy for us. So we say if we won't talk about them, we don't get wrong corner. They talk about them. I getting me. We can put to bounty for the kind of head. He follow kidnap as a the kind of. Make sure they say they put illegal jailing on his head. I getting me. Mama the Mazen Nanekan is not from the east, but for up there, then they protect the bandits. They give them what did they call them? Is it no, it not be amnesty. That one not be amnesty. This is how they will say they will repentant Boko Haram. That one not be amnesty. Now they carry them shook inside our military. They don't destroy it. The whole military cannot operate again. Everybody is not safe. So the two they tell and say he can never have peace. Because Mazanan can tell and say if you serve the zoo, you must come back in shame. And as in now, if you look at it in life, now, he they fight for east, he they fight for west, he they fight for north, he they fight for south. Nowhere we no fight. Only one man. That in pride, they don't do much, and God hates people where we say that their pride. He believes with his money, he can do and undo. So you must surely come back in shame. You must surely go down in shame as he did. You know, because it don't make a lot of people life miserable. Obi Igbo massacre. We never forget. Obi Igbo massacre. The people who finish there. It is said that all those people head go and blood go allow them to get peace. This way they happen to Rana is a karma. Is a karma. So and that's why you go to full them until a head go come down. No say no be God. My sister, thank you for the wonderful work way they do, Jare. God will bless you. You know, so that's where I go submit my own contribution tonight.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too. Thank you so much.
Good night,
Good night, and God bless you. Thank you so much. And on that good night note, make a truly tell on that good night. I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's been part of the show. It's always a pleasure, you guys know, to be part of the show every day to bring on things really happen for Inside Nigeria. Let's do this again tomorrow with Prince Francis Chilaka. But at the meantime, kindly ensure that you like this post. If you never like this post, waiting you again. Oh yeah, go like them now. Like them. And if you've not subscribed from this platform, what exactly do you gain? Or you go and click subscription, subscribe, like, share this post. Make sure say it reach as many people as possible. Carry our matter for your head like Gala now. The way I use carry Nigerian growth for head like Gala. I want to carry this matter for head like that, so that people. The idea is to give people information, make that sensitization day, that awareness day. You know, say waiting person, it's waiting you give your mind every time. One day it will spark the right action, and that's what we're hoping that would happen. I love you guys dearly. Remember to protect your mental health, because no only Nigeria matter won't you. Protect your mental health. I love you. Good night and God bless you. Hopefully see you tomorrow. On Monday, yes, we're likely to have on Monday, Tuesday. We're not certain of the date yet. We're likely to have the ADC spokesperson join us, or Gabalaji Abdullahi. We're in talks with him. If he okays either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, I'll let you know. But he had shifted it to this week. I mean, it was supposed to be this past week, but he had suggested that we move it to the next week. So we hope that would happen within this week. I love you guys. Good night and God bless you. Bye.